Good evening. The Blend 2022. I'll be completely honest, until recently, I didn't know what to talk about tonight. Probably a first for me. I could have talked about business. We have the Grab Master, John Batten, my teacher and mentor, so that one's out. I'm proud to be one of the first in our industry to break the taboo about mental health, but what my pal Chris is doing in documenting his journey has far exceeded my efforts, and he articulates himself so well. I can't, nor do I want to compete with that. You see, I'm a sore loser, and coming second is just not for me. I always come first. But first, I'd like to give special thanks. The Blend, Garage Hive, the community and the family it's become. It is truly an honour, a privilege to be invited back again and to be made to feel such an integral part of something truly special. So what is it? Just an event? No. A money-making exercise. From my personal experience running network events, absolutely not. I'd like to go on record and say this. Garage Hive and its community is unique. It's a complete one-off. It's a company totally and completely devoted to one aim and one aim alone: to assist you to succeed in business and in life. It's not about how much money they can make from you, it's about how much money they can make you. They are a league apart from their competition. I'll tell you what it is. It's a community. It's a family. A family whom I've come to respect, admire, and love. They have helped me in my most desperate hour, when I needed help more than ever. There are people in this room I'd like to especially thank for the inspiration, help, and friendship they've extended me. Some of you will deny this, but by your very existence, your success, you have inspired me and proved me it can be done. My good friend, Kev Pearce, is no exception. I've always been very proud of what I've built in the shape of ADS, and I hope it's inspired many of you. But when I discovered Kev and Matt and witnessed what they've built, the bar just got a little higher, and it inspired me to do more. It was clear I had work to do. Challenge accepted. If they can do it, you can do it. I can do it. Alex, your kindness, your generosity, and friendship has grown into something more beautiful, inspirational than you'll ever know. We now share a kinsmanship, always available, always kind, always humble. And your business model and relentless and insatiable appetite for success and to do it right has inspired me and led me down the path for me to follow. If you can do it, I can do it. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to discuss my recent journey to success and leadership and to become a better man, a better father, and a better husband, and a better leader. This is my story. This is my captain's journal into my voyage into leadership. Two of my all-time favourite stories which resonate with me to this very day, and stories that I draw strength and inspiration from. Number one, Ernie Shackleton's journey to the South Pole. Shackleton was a single-minded, brave, intrepid explorer who became famous throughout the civilized world for what has been said to be one of the greatest survival stories ever recorded. His single-minded determination and passion to explore the unexplored, the southern Antarctic, with his ship, the Endurance. which became entombed in a deadly icefall. Shackleton and his crew witnessed his ship fall victim to the deadly ice cap, became entombed in the icy grave of the Southern Ocean. With limited supplies, the sub-freezing temperatures, Ernie's chances of survival didn't look promising at all. And it was likely that Shackleton and his men would suffer the same fate as the Endurance, forever trapped as prisoners on the Antarctic ice field. No sat phone, no backup team, no rescue, no chance. He might as well be on the moon. But no, not this man, not today. His unbreakable human spirit never gave up, and somehow he not only survived to tell the tale, he led his 28 men and crew members on a 2-year journey back home to safety. A tale that shall echo throughout eternity and shall seal Ernie Shackleton's name into folklore legend. Now that's leadership. Did doubt ever cross his mind? Probably. But his resolve was unbreakable. His spirit will survive, and more importantly, to lead. My second, and arguably my favourite survival story of all time, is Captain Bligh and the mutiny on the Bounty. Recently recreated and played by another hero of mine, Anne Middleton, some many years. Never have I been more inspired to lead and to somehow follow in his footsteps and become the leader I somehow knew I had destined to become. This 3-part series of Channel 4 depicted an unimaginable and incredible journey across the oceans against any chance of survival, and once again, balls of British steel showed the world what we're capable of. The captain of a ship cast overboard by his selfish and mutinous crew, cast into a dinghy designed and built only to get ashore in calm waters. Not only did this man survive, he successfully sailed the damn thing back with all 12 men aboard to make sure the mutineers were brought to justice. With a 2-month journey in wait and 1 week ration, he sailed through storms, dead calms, droughts, hunger, disease, weather only imaginably nightmares, and a rebellion, and he sailed the dinghy almost 4,000 nautical miles to safety. Incredible bravery and steely determination to survive. Proper gut-wrenching stuff from the men who have served in the elite armed forces, following in the footsteps of British naval officers who captured the imagination of the entire world. You see, I was one of those young boys who used to wake up in bed and wait for mum and dad to read me a story about Shackleton and Captain Bligh. You wonder the relevance to my story. Well, let me tell you. Ask yourself, what did these men have in common, apart from massive testicles? A vision. Not all men who wander are lost. These men shared a vision of returning home to their families and their loved ones. A vision of bringing those men to justice. Despite their struggle, despite the odds against them, they never lost sight of their vision. Now, our vision might differ slightly, may vary. Some of your vision might be to become famous, to be wealthy, to support your family, to be happy and healthy. This story is about my course, my vision, and my journey to leadership. Following on from my previous emotional difficult story following COVID, exactly 1 year ago, I felt lost at sea. I felt all hope was lost, and I was unsure I could lead my crew to safety. My vision has never changed. However, sometimes when you think about your vision too much, you lose sight of the course in front of you, and it's easy to lose your way along the path. My vision is, and always will be, to provide security and make my family's dream come true. Nice home, nice car, nice holidays, great adventures, extension on their house, jacuzzi, Christmas in the snowy mountains, of what was true, the true meaning of my vision. It all became about things as opposed to being present, most importantly being healthy. My health was in stormy waters. I spent time in hospital, having numerous blood tests and scans, witnessing myself slowly deteriorate. I would go to bed most nights not knowing when I'd wake up. And to be honest, I'll be the first to tell you, there were nights I wish I didn't. Off the back of this, my health kept getting worse. And to numb the pain, I drank. To numb the pain from reality. I completely lost control, and everything around me started to crumble. No matter how hard I worked towards my goal, the further it slipped away at my fingertips. I looked at Max, and the heart was breaking into pieces. During this time, I somehow managed to secure the purchase of another business in the shape of Pemberton Water Tech, which I purchased a friend of mine who was retiring. The deal was reached on the back of a fact packet at a handshake, and despite teething problems, staffing issues, the business continues to grow and flourish, despite numerous headaches and problems which only made me worse. I started to feel a little better, knowing my family and staff's future was looking more financially secure. I set up a holding company named after my daughters, Sophia and Isabella. I called it Soft Bella. Not only that, I put all the shares into my wife's name, and all I've ever done, and what we'll ever do, is for them. My vision and dream never faltered nor changed. You know you date and marry the right woman when the shit hits the fan and everything crumbles around you. No matter what, she's always been there, right by my side. She never gave up, never lost faith in me, even when I had. All Max wanted was me to be happy and to be healthy. I started to step out of it when I realised where I'd been going wrong. Although you can see me in pictures and these wonderful adventures, I wasn't really there or present. I spent most of the time either drunk or asleep on the sofa recovering. I'd completely stopped doing the things that I loved. Boxing, climbing, adventuring. I was completely swamped by stress, and complete failure was imminent. But I never gave up, because deep, deep down, I believed in my vision. Fellow garage owners, does this sound familiar? What we do isn't difficult, but if we don't take care of ourselves, it's impossible. Stormy waters in the shape of a pandemic, icebergs dead ahead in the shape of rising energy costs, sharks in the water in the shape of depression and stress and addiction, mutineers in staff whom are disloyal. The challenges we face are no different to the ones Shackleton and Bligh faced, and the stakes are exactly the same. Your business is the ship, your crews, your family, and your staff. Especially if we don't take care of ourselves and bring balance to our lifestyles and start making smart decisions. Land ahoy, salvation awaits. I didn't get out of this sticky brown stuff all by myself. I had the help of my friends, and I am delighted to say Johnny B is one of those men who helped reach out and rescue me. Firstly, he got me signed up to the Gyroscope app, our mutual fitness coach Ollie. Johnny B was there to help solve the riddle of my business. The most recent success was attending his training course, Auto HQ, and finding out the answers I so desperately needed to unlock the hidden potential in my business. Despite the lengthy phone call, his strong advice was not to buy another garage. So after careful thought and consideration, I decided to completely ignore him. And I bought another business. Sorry, Sean. This time in the shape of Old Street Garage, a successful little local business with an excellent reputation. The answers John helped me, enabled me, empowered me to make better decisions, which brought a sigh of relief and alleviated some of the financial burden and pressure off my shoulders. I've since been able to focus my time and energy on a better diet, a better lifestyle. And you'll be delighted to know I've lost about 4 stone since last year. And for the first time in a long time, I've started to sleep again. All 3 businesses are breaking new records and reaching new heights as each week progresses. I'd like to dedicate that success to my crew who have rode and worked relentlessly. I'm delighted to tell you the bond between me and my family has never felt stronger. And the real ability to completely candid and transparent has been gaining a superpower, a cloak of invincibility. Let the truth be known, and the truth will set you free. Business owners, dads, mums, husbands and wives, you are the modern day Blythes. You are the modern day Shackletons. Steering your business through the treacherous and uncharted waters of the future isn't easy. But with the help and support of this network and your crew, it just got a little easier. I say this: never ever lose sight of destination and keep your compass pointing true. But always be mindful, keeping a marker. Look after yourself first and foremost. Otherwise, your family and crew will share the same fate. What have I learned about leadership? It's not about getting it right all the time. It's about leading your team, sharing your vision, so everyone believes in a common goal. Nobody is able to predict the future or be certain of victory. But if you manage to inspire your crew, that success is around the corner. And all we have to do is row together, work as a team, and our chances of success are far greater. Pain is temporary, quitting lasts forever. Leaders, garage owners, brothers and sisters, I can't and will not stand here tonight and promise you success and happiness. It is up to you, the captain, to lead your crew and steer your ship to safety. I quote Captain's Blythe journal when I say, all I can promise you lads is relentless pain and hardship. I'm prepared to make do, make sacrifices, and furthermore, are willing to swear by it. Our chances of survival are fair. You hear me? I crowd the crew. Now that's leadership. Now hear me. If you don't believe in yourself and what you're trying to achieve, then failure is guaranteed. Believe in yourself. Never give in. Fight till the last breath, and success is closer than you think. Churchill famously said, if you're going through hell, keep going. Always remember when you're struggling and face unsurmountable odds, if Blythe and Shackleton can do it, you can do it. If you ever feel alone, you're never alone. Hear the echoes of our forefathers and ancestors who have shown us the way. Don't let their sacrifice and suffering be in vain. Let it inspire you. Let it guide you. With the support of your crew and this network, this family, you won't just prevail. You will fly. Stronger together. Thank you.